Who hits 1 billion subscribers on YouTube?
Do you remember December 21st, 2012, aka the day the world was supposed to end? You might remember that day, but for another reason. It was the day when Gangnam Style hit 1 billion views on YouTube. I remember that day and it was wild. It was unimaginable that any YouTube video could be watched a billion times. Today, more than 200 videos have over a billion views, with the most watched as of May 2022 being Baby Shark with about 10 billion views in the 11-digit club. Do you also remember May 29th, 2019, when after the war between Pewdiepie and TSeries, TSeries became the first YouTube channel with 100 million subscribers? That is an insane amount of people. But it begs the question, can you go further? I mean, TSeries hit 200 million subs in November of 2021, but I mean further. Can a YouTube channel hit 1 billion subscribers? Along with TSeries, there are 3 other channels with over 100 million subscribers, but can they grow any larger? 1 billion is a crazy number. That's about 1 in 8 people on Earth, assuming there are no duplicate accounts. Surely you would run out of people to subscribe to you before you hit a billion, but that same argument could have been made before 4 channels hit 100 million. To answer this question, we will look at 3 different types of YouTube channels who each have the potential to hit a billion, and take a deep dive into the lovely world of demographics. We might as well start off with the current largest channel, TSeries, with about 212 million subs. The category this falls into is Indian mega media company, I guess, or Indian media for short. In fact, another channel in the top 4, Set India, has almost 130 million subs. Yet, because they are both growing at the same rate and TSeries has almost 100 million more subscribers, we'll focus on TSeries as they'd be the one to hit 1 billion first in this category. What TSeries makes is Indian, usually Hindi, music videos, whereas Set India is their TV show and movie counterpart, and TSeries pumps these out. They easily upload 10 videos a day, being a massive corporation. TSeries will need to quintuple its subscriber count to hit a billion subscribers though. Is that even possible? I'm sure if you're not from India, you're already noticing the first problem channels will face to get to this goal: a cultural barrier. TSeries will not become popular in Europe, the Americas, East Asia, or most of the world, at least not in the next few decades. Why? Because their content is exclusively based around the Indian subcontinent, and as of right now, Indian culture is not the next big trend outside of the region. In fact, let's do a little thought experiment simplifying the world a little bit. Let's say that TSeries will only get potential viewers inside the countries of India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. This is already overcompensating as most of their content is in Hindi, which is not spoken in all of this region. Today, the subcontinent's population is about 1.765 billion people. They would need to get 60.8% of the continent to subscribe to hit the 1 billion goal. But the continent's population is growing, and TSeries is not limited to only Hindi music. They could be able to branch out to more in the future, perhaps to Punjabi, Bengali, or more. The subcontinent's population will peak around the 2060s to 2070s with about 2.215 billion people. Now in the 2060s, TSeries will only need around 45% of the population to subscribe to hit a billion subs. But 45% is still a crazy number to hit, so what are they at today? Well, today they are at around 12% or 15.4% if you include only India. So to hit 1 billion subscribers, TSeries will need to roughly quadruple the influence they have today, expanding into new regions all by the 2060s before the population starts to decline. So will TSeries hit 45% by 2060? I don't think so. It's not impossible, but certainly not likely. So I think TSeries' culture lock means they will not be the one with the platinum play button. The second category of YouTuber in the running for a billion subs is, well, a YouTuber. You know, someone who makes videos by themselves or with a small team, focused around themselves usually. You know the type of people I'm talking about, as it's almost all of the platform. Well, the only YouTuber to hit 1 million subscribers is Pewdiepie. But there's a problem with Pewdiepie. Someone's coming to take his throne. You see, no offense, but PewDiePie is past his YouTube prime. He is stagnated in subscribers after passing 100 million and is sitting around 110 million today. I mean, his recent videos are only averaging about 3 to 4 million views, which, don't get me wrong, is a huge amount, but when you have 110 million subs, 3 to 4 million views is not what your videos should be getting. Yet there is someone who's getting the amount of views he should be getting for his size.
If you enjoy our videos, kindly support our channel on Patreon. Click the link in the description to be a patron. Many thanks.
MrBeast. MrBeast sits at around 93 million subs, and he could have very well passed 100 million when you're watching this. His videos average around 60 to 100 million views each, and you can see that MrBeast is coming for Pewdiepie's subscriber throne, probably by 2023. So when we're looking at the biggest YouTuber, we shouldn't be looking at Pewdiepie, but MrBeast. Now, the problem with MrBeast is we don't know his exact demographics. We know, since it's an English channel, that most of his subscribers should be from English countries or English speaking. We also know that most of his subscribers and viewers are under 18, although he's not exclusively for kids. Almost certainly his target audience is American, however a larger English-speaking young population exists in India, which could also make up a significant proportion of his fan base. He runs into the same problem TSeries faced with India. Frankly, not enough people to reach 1 billion subscribers, and the problem is even worse in America. America is not growing its population nearly fast enough to ever reach 1 billion people. So for MrBeast to reach 1 billion subs, he is forced to go international. Cultural differences make it difficult to reach other areas, but let's be honest, American culture has no problem spreading worldwide, so he faces less cultural boundaries than TSeries does. And honestly, you don't need an amazing understanding of English to watch and enjoy his videos, so he could easily become an international YouTuber. The main problem he faces is breaking into new countries and his younger audience possibly aging out of his content in 10 to 20 years. Even with all of these challenges, I would probably say that MrBeast still has a better shot of hitting 1 billion subscribers over TSeries, even though it is still very far-fetched.
If you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back to the video.
There might be something even more powerful than both the Indian media companies and YouTubers though.
Cocomelon!
That's right, it's children's content, with their biggest channel and star, Cocomelon, having over 130 million subs. This makes it the top American channel. Cocomelon has a gift to pump out straight bangers one after the other, averaging 10 to 20 million views every couple days. Now, obviously Cocomelon is for young kids and it is in English, but unlike the previous two channels, Cocomelon can easily transcend culture. It's not just English kids who like bubbly animations and songs. It is also used as a way for kids of other cultures to learn English, the most learned language on earth, so these cultural barriers are easy peasy for Cocomelon to smash. They don't even necessarily need to be in English, just make a video with animal noises or goo goo gaga and I'm sure it will hit 100 million views easily. Their audience is very under 10 centric and it could hurt them badly. In about 10 years, their main audience will certainly age out of their content, needing to be replaced by a new wave of toddlers, but birth rates are falling worldwide. For instance, the birth rate in the US is 1.7 births per woman, and in the EU it is 1.5. Cocomelon is going to need to rely on developing countries with a higher birth rate in order to hit 1 billion subs. Which really probably won't happen since their audience will be replaced every decade or so and the replacements are shrinking in size. Cocomelon will certainly need to push into cultures with higher birth rates in order to grow to huge heights, and there's no place on earth with as high birth rates as Africa. No matter who is trying to reach 1 billion subscribers, there is one region on this earth they should focus on: Africa. Sure, Africa only has 1.2 billion people now, but by 2050 it will hit 2.5 billion, and by 2100 it will hit 4 billion people. That's right, the continent will quadruple in population by 2100, becoming the continent with the most people on Earth with 40% of the population. And Africa is an untapped market. Africa is not widely industrialized or as internet-centric as the Western and Eastern worlds. As Africa adopts the internet more and more throughout this century, it will become a massive market for YouTube viewers and subscribers. Now obviously Africa is not one entity. In fact, it's the most ethnically diverse continent on Earth. But in this case, we don't care about the specific cultures, it's just more people to work with. Many of these new people will speak English in countries like Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya. Some will speak French, Arabic, Swahili, and many other languages. If a YouTuber seriously wants to hit 1 billion subscribers through the next century, they need to focus on Africa. If there is an Indian cultural renaissance in Africa, TSeries could capitalize on that. MrBeast can break into Africa in the future, and sub-Saharan Africa has the highest birth rate on Earth at 4.7 births per woman. Coco Melon could use all those future kids for its YouTube empire. I personally believe that the first YouTuber to hit 1 billion subs would be the one to understand the African audience the best. And honestly, who better to understand the audience than an insider? That's right, I think that the biggest YouTuber on Earth in the future could be one to come out of Africa, the TSeries or MrBeast of the continent. So it could be the secret fourth type of channel, African YouTubers to hit 1 billion subscribers first. To wrap up, there are 4 types of channels that could hit 1 billion subscribers. Indian media with TSeries, YouTubers with MrBeast, children's content with Coco Melon, and African content with an unknown YouTube channel. Honestly, I think it's extremely likely any of these channels hit 1 billion subs, yet the most likely in my opinion is the African channel. If you were to somehow make the perfect blend of American, African, and Indian culture, that would be even better. They each have their own challenges, whether it be population growth, birth rates, cultural diversity, or aging populations. And of course, this assumes that YouTube still exists and is thriving by the 2100s, which could easily not be the case. Technologies come and go. For instance, cable TV isn't exactly the most popular thing among the current generation. So this whole analysis might be for nothing, but who knows, I could be dead wrong. One of these channels or another might be able to hit 1 billion subscribers.
And that's it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell, smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.